What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Wockatradez, and I'm back again with another video, another sit-down video, because I want to do a lot of these videos because these are videos that I wish I had when I first started trading, especially because it's a lot of new gen people that want to get into trading that are my age. But even if you're not my age, I would still recommend this video because I'm just gonna be 100% honest, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. I'm not gonna do a lot of capping. I'm not gonna do a lot of telling y'all why I shouldn't trade or why y'all should trade. It's really up to y'all, and I'm just gonna get straight to the point, and I'm just going to let y'all know the real side of trading that a lot of these social media influencers are not going to tell y'all. So the first thing is over leveraging. And honestly, this is what happened when I first started. When I first started trading, I was definitely over leveraging because I'm looking at trades and I'm seeing my favorite influencers make $10,000 a trade, $20,000 a trade. And honestly, it was just, for me, it was just very influencing, but not in the right path, because in my eyes, I'm looking at the markets and I'm saying, okay, if they're making $10,000, so can I. And that's just not the right mindset to have as a beginner, because you're not them. They went through stages in their journey to get to that position that they are in life, or that they are in their trading journey. Everybody's journey is different. So you may be a beginner, you may want to make $10,000. You can make $10,000, but don't force that $10,000. Don't over leverage, don't over risk just because you want to make a lot of money. Stack the small wins and then get to the point where you can risk a lot of money confidently, because you already have that confidence that you can build small wins. And small wins are the key to success. You take small wins and then you put them into the big wins. So say, for example, you make $50 a trade and you take 4 trades, $50, $100, $150, then $200. Now you got $200. Now you can take a $200 trade and you can potentially make $800, and then you go on from there. Once you make that $800, risk $100 a trade until you get back to that $200. And that's really what all trading is about, getting better. And that's really all you can do. That's all you can do. Don't force trades, don't over leverage, and try to be somebody you're not in your trading journey. Don't see, just because you may see like TJR make like $50,000 in a trade, don't think that you can do that just as a beginner. It's possible as a beginner, but if you blow your account, or you may blow your eval, you may blow your funded, then what? It's not something that is likely to happen that early in a trading journey. Next question: risk management. How do I master it? What is it? Risk management is basically holding yourself to a limit. And I wouldn't say it's holding yourself back, but it's holding yourself to a limit, because now you can understand what you're comfortable with. Stepping out of your comfort zone is definitely a good thing. I'm definitely going to make a video on that soon, because that's something that I wish I would have did earlier. Instead of forcing trades, step out of my comfort zone and see what the real world of trading is. And that's honestly just something that every trader goes through at least one time. They may step back into the comfort zone because they don't like how it was on the outside, but that's just trading. You can't really do much about it. And so risk management is basically holding yourself to a limit. And say, for example, you want to risk $200, but that's all you have. You're going to take $20 a trade, $40 a trade, $60 a trade. That's good risk management. Or if you only have $200 and then you risk $100 per trade, now you only have 2 trades. But if you can stack them small wins and take $20 trades or $50 trades, then you can build it slowly but surely. You can't take them $200 and grow it, but you have to think, if you don't, then what's going to happen after that? And so risk management is, that's what I'm saying, but risk management is basically holding yourself to a limit. And it really depends on the person, how much you want to risk. You could risk $50 per trade, you could risk $1,000 per trade. It's up to you as a person, how much money you have, how much you're willing to lose, and how much you can gain. Next question: what is overtrading and how to master not overtrading? And overtrading is basically what it is. Overtrading is just overtrading, honestly. And this is a very common mistake when you first start, because this can be something that may dictate if you trade or not. And you may see, like, you may take a big trade and you may lose, and then you're like, all right, now I don't even like really want to trade no more. And that's just because you fall out of love with trading. That's exactly why I made my Discord, just because there's a lot of people that fall out of love with trading just because looking at candlesticks are that boring. But back to the point, over trading, that's a very common mistake that a lot of people make, just because of the fact of how bad people want to make money. People want to make money so bad, and they will force themselves to make money. Even if they lose money, they get in another trade just because they like the idea of online money. They like the idea of candlesticks can make me money. Like, this can really make me money. I don't have to clock into work if I just click buy or sell. And honestly, that's just not the way trading works. It's a lot more to this. It's a lot more than just clicking buy and sell. But if you are over trading, one piece of advice that I would tell you to do is honestly just step away from the charts, and I would say take a look at life. Take a look at your bank account, take a look at everything, and once you come back to the charts, you'll see, like, is it really worth it? Like, if I lose this money, am I just gonna deposit another $500 and then try to get rich overnight from day trading? And this is not something that you're gonna get rich overnight off of. This is not one of those things where you can just make $10,000 and then you can just quit. You're gonna come back to it for sure, because it's not your money. You're taking the market's money just from learning a skill, and you may feel like you learn that skill and you mastered it or whatever, and then you get to the point where you're trading and then you lose a trade, you lose another one, you lose another one, and then you may have a big win, like $1,000, and then, oh, I can make 1,000, then I can make 10,000, then I make 100,000, and then it just keeps going, and then you lose more. And when you're trading, do not think about the P&L. Do not think about the money. Do not think about the funds. Do not think about what you can do with the money. Don't think about what you're going to do with a payout, because how fast you can get it is the same way how fast you can lose it. So that's definitely what I would say with over trading. Do not overtrade. Another common thing is having no trading plan. And this is something that I learned the hard way, because having no trading plan can definitely make or break you. And it's most likely to break you just because of the fact that you don't know how to do anything once you get in that position. And this is what I mean. Once you take a trade and you say, okay, what happens if price gets here and how am I going to react? That's having a trading plan. Getting into a trade, not having no stop loss, not having no take profit, not having no reason for entry, that is not having a trading plan and not having no dictation to getting better as a trader in the first place. And it really just comes down to it on how bad you want it, for real. How bad you want it and how bad you're determined to get it. And it really just plays a part, because this is something that I feel like you need to have, because if you don't have it, then you're most likely setting yourself up for failure. You need to have a trading plan. You need to have, all right, I spent 30 minutes on a chart and then I'll get off. An hour on the chart and then just get off. Because looking at the charts all day is not that much of a good thing. More is less in trading. And that's just something that people are going to learn eventually, but it is what it is. Now, the last thing, save the best one for last, letting emotions control trades. And this is honestly a very important one, because people trade out of emotion. They trade out of, you may put your paycheck into a trade, you may deposit it into your broker, and then you may see like say for example 150, you put 150 into the account and you see 150 down the drain just like that, and you're like, wow, I just lost all my money. And that makes you want to revenge trade and makes you want to trade and get your money back over leverage, over risk. And honestly, that's just not how to go about trading, because it's not the right path to take. And emotions can play a part, because you may look for longs and then price may go the opposite direction, and vice versa. You may look for shorts and then price may go in opposite direction. Now, it's honestly just a part of the game. You have to take losses to get better in trading, and that's just something that comes down to how bad do you want it. And I do think personally that emotions are good, because once you master your emotions, you be like, okay, beginning me would have did this, but now I can do this, and when it gets to there, I know how to react. And emotions aren't a bad thing in trading. I feel like that's something that you need. It comes down to it on how you control and how you react to your own emotions. You reacting to you and then applying your emotions and applying your pain and then applying your rage into the markets. The market doesn't feel bad for you. The market doesn't know who's behind the screen. They just know you click buy or sell. You're either gonna get stopped out or you're gonna take profit. And that's just the top 5 things that I feel like a lot of people have to hear. And I feel like it's good for y'all to hear from me, just because I know how it feels. I've been through this stage, and I'm just gonna be transparent with y'all. I'm not gonna hold anything back. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to hear. I'm not gonna tell y'all like, subscribe the whole video. You can if you want, but this is honestly just trading. This is a trading page. This is trading life, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to hear, and that's just what it is. So that'll be the end of this video, but make sure you guys like, comment if you want. Make sure you guys subscribe to this video. Click on the bell for notifications. The link for the Discord will be in the description, and the TikTok will be in the description of this video. So make sure you guys tap into that, and without further ado, see you next video.
Shoot that shit from the hole that ain't player. Since I was a kid, since I was a kid.